Hey guys, it's Nurse Abalori here with my monthly closeout for budgeting and staying on track. And as we close out January, I'm a little late and start on February. I thought it'd be a great time for me to just jump in and kind of get things rolling for the month of February. So if you are new to me, welcome. And if you have viewed my videos in the past, welcome back. I am Nurse Abalori or Abalori. I am the founder of 1720 Finance. And here we utilize the faith of a mustard seed to get us through our debt-free journey or to get us through our financial difficulties. And usually every month, since probably September, October, I've been doing a monthly planning system with Notion. I got this idea from a fellow YouTuber. Her name is Shay Budgets, and she uses Notion to plan out her quarters. I am also using Notion to plan out my quarters, as well as breaking it down into monthly goals. And today we're going to really quick close out January and talk about February. So we're going to get started. So for January's planning, there was just a few things that I wanted to do that it's going to carry over from month to month. So if I don't check certain things off, I am going to slave it over into the next month. And some things are just going to be rolling, meaning they're going to be a continuous thing month to month. So I may not ever check them off. Starting with personal goals, I am still doing my meditation. I am also on a road to continue to lose my first 10 pounds. I was supposed to do this by December 31st. It did not happen because y'all know I work 2 jobs just so that I could get off debt. So the times that I want to work out, need to work out, they have to alternate. And to be honest with you, some days I don't get to weight train. Only thing I usually do is walk my dog because I have time in the morning before I go out to work. So a lot of things are going to be slaving over into February, such as my meditation, losing weight training. That those 3 are definitely going to be a constant. I am still shopping around for medical and dental insurance because, as you guys know, I work PRN as needed and they don't cover us with medical insurance. I have to pay for that out of pocket. So what I am thinking about doing is doing a short-term medical plan that includes dental and vision, and that'll at least give me, something because, as we know, medical insurance, our premiums are going to get higher unless something gets figured out in this White House sooner or later. So for the month of January, I finished The Psychology of Money. It was a great read, and I'm going to be going over into a new book. And actually, I have my new audio book I'll be putting on my February's Notion planner. But as we round out 2026, I still need to book my beauty appointments. I did not get to do that. Y'all, I just been working. Household bills and expenses and total debts, I did that for the month. So that is going to be done. For business expenses, I did pay Canva. I did pay Riverside. I did do my Google storage. That's all been paid. Podcast filming days, I'm going to still check this off, even though I'm not going to be doing a lot of filming because I'm working 2 jobs. I'm still going to try to get out a video maybe every other week. But right now, my goal is to just work and pay off debts. So one of the things that I am most proud of is my sales goal. My sales goals monthly is to make 4 sales in my Poshmark reseller business. You guys know I have a reselling business, and I'm going to talk about that and how it relates to just budgeting, having money, and how that works. But my goal is to make 4 sales a month. For the month of January, I actually went over. Yay! I went over by 5 sales. So in total, I made a total of nine sales, $96. And so, that's a plus for me. Coaching, sponsorships, and speaking engagements, that's going to be down the line. You guys know that I have been trying to get out and to do my cruise. I have actually had a cruise plan for my January, but here over on the East Coast, we just had a bout of that snow that shut pretty much everything down. That was a week or so ago, 2 weeks ago. And so I did not get to go on my cruise. And so I am trying to push that to the end of the month. I am planning that even if I don't get to take a 7-day or a 5-day, that I could possibly squeeze in a 3 or 4-day cruise. So that is the goal. Parental stuff. My dog did get his bath. I still do need to schedule his vet appointment for his shots, and I do still need to schedule my son for his physical. So all of that is still going to be slaved. Excuse me, you guys, slaved over into February. I don't have any things going on this month in terms of family functions, birthday gifts, and all of that. No dates, none of that is going on. Pick line class. This is going to probably be ongoing because I thought there was going to be a pick line class here in the Richmond area, and there isn't. So I'm just going to keep this on the books for now. Studying for my IB certification, that is also going to be ongoing until I take the test and pass it. I think the test is like either 100 or 175 questions. And so I'm studying for that. So hopefully by the summer, I could take that and scratch that off as one accomplishment. Home projects, still slaving over. I've got to organize. I have organized my garage, but I'm going to still keep that on the books. But I reorganized all of my Christmas decorations, so now they're in one spot. So now I'm just fine tuning, getting rid of things. Deep cleaning my carpet. Again, I'm going to slave that over because I have a pretty nice size house, so it takes me a while to steam clean and vacuum my carpets because I have actually 3 floors, but my son does the 3rd floor, so I do the 1st and the 2nd. So I got to get somewhere. I got to get all of the steam cleaning done, and I'm probably going to have to take a day to do that. So spiritual wise, I did do membership to a new church. They do have Bible study and functions. I need to look and see. I am slated to do their new member orientation. It's coming up in the next week or two. I need to check my email and my text because I know they sent me a text. I need to see if they text me an email. But this church is literally down the street from my house. It's literally 3 minutes away. I did not want to leave my old church. I did not want to part ways, but the timing right now and where the church is located, for me, it could be anywhere from a 35-minute to a 45-minute drive to and from, depending upon which campus they are at. So it definitely was something that I did not want to do because I like my pastor. But however, in keeping the light of staying in God's word, fellowshipping with other people, I kind of have to do what makes sense so that I could stay on focus with my spiritual life. And that is to find a church and be at a church closer to my house. So again, all of that is in the making. I did sign up for the membership, and I do have to go through new membership orientation. And that'll be coming soon. Registration. I still have to register my car for the year. I haven't done that repair. I did get car repairs done. So I did get my oil change, and I did schedule the appointment for a Hyundai. Come to find out, it's not a gasket that I need, you guys. It's a gasket cover. So, and I believe that's about $500. So I'm going to mark that here because I'm going to slave that over into, my February's planning system. And actually, let me go over here, you guys. I am actually going to, let's see. I am probably going to delete this one because I'm going to be duplicating. I always duplicate. So I'm going to be duplicating this January into February. So that's why I am going to update that. You guys know what I'm saying. I'm using January's planning Notion, but I'm going to duplicate it and then change the title to February. So as I'm talking to you, I am actually live updating for February, closing out January. So I did get to do that. I do have another appointment that I have to get to do for my car. And that is I have a couple lights on. And so in order for it to pass state certification, the brake light has to be off, the engine light has to be off. It's a couple things that need to be off. And so I have to do a diagnostic test for that. So yeah, it's just something that I got to do. It's just the nature of the beast. I'm not going to worry about it too much because it is what it is. And so I am actually going to keep the oil change on there for the month of February because I already got that done. And so as how this relates to you guys, quarterly planning system, I look at this and this coincides with my debt free journey because there are certain things that I have to keep track of at home that don't necessarily relate to budgeting per se, but it is in relation to budgeting. Meaning when I schedule my dog's vet appointment, I have to put those figures into my budgeting system. My son's physical, I'm going to have to put that amount into, even though he's 21, I'm still covering a lot of things because he's in college. So whatever his copay for his physical is, I will cover that. But I will say a lot of times my son will pay for his own stuff. He will just be like, "Ma, can you schedule it for me?" Because between work and school, sometimes I don't have time to schedule. So at the most, I could probably schedule. And if it's something like $50, he'll usually pay for it. But I always tell him if it's going to be over 100, I'm either going to go ahead and pay for that, or me and him are going to split the cost of that. So again, my monthly planning system coincides with my budgeting. That is how it all relates. Again, personal, how that relates to budgeting is I want to look great. I want to feel great so that I can continue to work to be able to pay off bills. I did not have time. I usually walk my dog once a day, so I don't usually get out. I try to weight train in the house. I do have a makeshift gym in my house. I took one of my rooms and made it into a dedicated gym. However, with that being said, because I do work a lot, I don't, again, always have time to go in there to weight train. So I'm going to be most likely on my days off again, just making sure that I at least get in some type of maybe 10 to 15 minutes, no more than 20 minutes of weight training. I don't like to weight train on the days that I work because obviously I don't want to work out in the morning and then be tired the rest of the day. That's one of the reasons why I don't, I've been slacking on the weight training. Like yesterday and today I'm off. But however, yesterday, Monday, I had to recover from just working 2 days in a row. It wasn't hard work, but you guys, I am on my feet. I do get tired. And last night, Tuesday, I didn't sleep well. I had a massive headache. I had to wake up in the middle of the night, get me some tea, take me a BC powder because the headache was just excruciating. And then also I'm battling a cold. So it's like a lot of different things is going on. So again, this just flows in line with how I'm going to be doing my finance, making sure that I calculate my household bills, any expenses that need to pay, any total debts. I'm just going to be keeping a running total of these things. And as I go through my monthly planning, it's giving me an idea of what I need to pay, what I need to do personally, what I need to do financially, spiritually, and just overall, maintaining my home. So this is how I coincide the two as it relates to getting out of debt. It's just streamlining my processes for getting out of debt, managing my home, working 2 jobs, having extra businesses. So yeah, it's a lot, but I'm getting through it, you guys. And I just wanted to come in and give you this January 2026 monthly closeout. And as we slave over into the month of February, and I am actually going to go ahead and I am going to duplicate this. And as it pops up, I'm going to name it February. And here, let's see. I don't want that. I'm going to rename it. Let's see. I guess it doesn't matter, either one. So this January 2026. I'm actually going to rename this to February 2026. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do because that's what it is. Actually, no, let me go down and I'm going to rename this one so we can keep it in line. So this will be January. This will be February. And I'm just updating. So if you guys can't see it on the screen, I'm just updating to February planning instead of January 2026. And then I'm just going to take the one out of here. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to hit February 2026 planning. Hopefully you guys are still seeing what I just did. But this is now, so I just duplicated my January and made it February. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and uncheck these because I have not done my budget for the week. I want to say, Canva and Google have been paid. I do know that. I'm going to uncheck the podcast filming days. I am going to, let me go ahead and I'm going to just put that there. That is going to be sales goals. So I'm going to be putting my sales goals for the month here. If it's, I'm going to do like I did here. I'm going to put what was met and how much. Let's see. Jax, I have to schedule him for a bath for this week and schedule his vet appointment for his shots. Colin has to get a physical. I think everything else is going to coincide. I am actually going to steam clean my living room again. I did it for the month of December, but I'm going to go ahead and do it again for February. Membership for church. I've already done the membership application. I just need to do, let me put down here. I'm just going to put new member orientation. So I'll know that that's done. I know the Bible studies are in person and online, and then car repairs. So I got the oil change. I need to uncheck the car repairs. I'm scheduled the appointment, and this appointment is going to be probably for the gasket cover. Oh, there is another, there is one, it's a recall that they have. So I need to get that scheduled and done for the month of February. So that is it, you guys. No other things is happening for the month. I am just going to be working as I've been working 2 jobs. I work my main job during the week and my part-time job. I just do that on Fridays. I see patients at home. And it's been working out that way for me. Let's see. And I'm actually going to change this to 8 a.m. I need to change that to 8 a.m. because when I work, I can almost tell you guys, I don't get up at 7 a.m., especially on the days that I work 3 to 11. I usually sleep till about 8. All right, you guys, that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Next video will be our budgeting. We are going to be going into budgeting, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Please subscribe, like, comment, and let me know if you quarterly plan, monthly plan, and what you're doing to help speed up or get through your financial debt-free journey. So until the next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.